Okay, it's 2:30 in the afternoon on the 17th of September, and the story started back in July, about the second week in July. We were trying to refinance the house, and we had gone and received a phone call from Rocket Mortgage. They had told me that they could help me refinance the house to get my son-in-law off of the loan and put the wife on. So, as me being a vet, we were going to go through the VA. And they were told from the very beginning that if they couldn't do this, I didn't want to proceed with the loan because this would affect our credit rating, and it would also affect our ability to refinance because of the hard hit on our credit rating. Even though it's not the best, it's a pretty good credit rating. So they proceeded, said they could do it, promised me they could do it, swore up and down they could do it. So Rocket Mortgage proceeded with my blessings. Last month we started having some issues. We filled out all the paperwork, had the inspections done, appraiser came out, bug inspector came out, everybody came out, looked at the house, said everything was good. There was some small issues that needed to be repaired, according to the appraiser. So, now, here's the thing. Rocket Mortgage had only contacted me twice. And I had tried to contact them via phone call, via email, via text. And so the wife was doing most of the paperwork because she has the ability to scan and send documents to Rocket Mortgage. So they were dealing with her through Rocket Mortgage's portal. Fast forward to the 3rd of September to the 8th of September. 8th September 3rd, got paperwork in the mail for refinance on the loan. But it wasn't the VA loan, it was a conventional loan. And we had all of the mortgage ratings and all of the documentation and all of the paperwork that said, how much it was going to cost and so on and so forth. Printed it out, signed it, scanned it, sent it back. Then Friday, I think it was like the 8th, get a phone call. Now, granted, we've done all the paperwork and hadn't talked to anybody, and so I get a phone call saying that the young man that called me said that because we had missed 3 payments on the house, they were going to decline the refinance. Now, the lender that has the loan currently is Mr. Cooper. Apparently, Mr. Cooper had notified Rocket Mortgage that we were behind 120 days when we had applied for a forbearance. Now, from what Mr. Cooper had told me, forbearance would not affect my credit rating, would not even show up that we had missed a payment because it was a forbearance. So, called Mr. Cooper, got a letter from Mr. Cooper saying that it was a forbearance and that we had not missed a payment, sent that to Rocket Mortgage to tell them we had not missed any payments and that the forbearance was a protection for us to get things in order because I'd had to take time off and I'd had surgery, and my first disability check, temporary disability check, wasn't going to be in for a couple of months. So Fast forward to Monday. Get a phone call, Mr. Cooper from Rocket Mortgage. Yeah, they've denied any understanding whatsoever that we'd even received a conventional loan documentation. But we have the paperwork. We also have the forbearance paperwork. And then never received any of that. That was their story. And so ended up talking to the director of banking management at Rocket Mortgage. He had no clue as to what was going on. He got in the middle of it. He took all of the information I gave him, took all of the paperwork that they had received, went and talked to his team at Rocket Mortgage, called me back yesterday afternoon, 2ish, to tell me that because I had missed 3 payments, even though it was a forbearance, which is not, from what I understand, it's supposed to affect your credit rating or your payment history or the fact that nobody is supposed to know that those payments had been moved to the rear of the loan. They weren't going to help me. So, to everybody out there in YouTube land, let me put it to you this way. Mr. Cooper does not communicate well with others or with the clients. The left hand doesn't know what the right hand's doing, and don't use them. Because I'm not going to use them the next time I want to refinance my house. So, anyway, I was trying to get the bottom line is, and was, and still is, I'm trying to get my son-in-law off of my loan so that he can buy his own house. That was the whole deal. That's fallen through now, and now my son-in-law, and bless his ever-loving heart, is now going to be unable to purchase a home, and his credit rating is taking a hit for this as well. And for that, I feel like dog poop. Anyway, this is my grievance, and I'm just venting so that everybody understands. Rocket Mortgage does not come through and help the people. So, because I gave them everything, I gave them all the paperwork. My credit rating was within the range of what they wanted. My income was within the range of what they wanted. The repairs were within range of what they wanted. The paperwork was within the range that they wanted. The thing that put the kibosh on it was Mr. Cooper telling them that I had missed payments, and then when they got documentation from Mr. Cooper, because they had already received documentation from Mr. Cooper saying that I'd missed payments, even though they got the paperwork saying that it was in forbearance and that wasn't affecting my ability to refinance, they still denied it. So, now I have to wait 6 months to do this all over again. Have a great day, people. And I really don't. If you want to make comments, that's fine. I don't give a. Do whatever you want. Everybody have a good day. Be safe out there. Don't take wooden nickels. Don't run around with scissors. And don't play with arrows, because they do hurt.